guys, we can't let Kid Rock and Lauren Boebert continue dating. That's how you create super gonorrhea. It's because we care. It's because we care. Said now that Trump has taken over Kennedy Center, they will be performing Springtime for Hitler, unironically.
Yeah. Springtime for Trump and America.
Yes, Frank said now that Donald Trump is the head of the Kennedy Center, all classical concerts and operas are canceled and will be replaced with tractor pulls, demolition derbies, and professional wrestling events.
Yep, the first person that's going to get a Kennedy honor is probably Kid Rock.
That's what I said. I said it'll be just a Kennedy Center honors Kid Rock again. That's going to be. By the way, did you see he was spotted getting into a cab with Lauren Boebert at 2:30 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
After partying at the inauguration. And by the way, because we're liberal helpers, Liam Neeson says, guys, we can't let Kid Rock and Lauren Boebert continue dating. That's how you create super gonorrhea. It's because we care. It's because we care. That seems like a classy couple, doesn't it? Don't we wish them all the best?
I hope there's some protection being used. No one needs that to procreate.
I mean, Dana, you're right. It is Orwell meets Hitler, really. I mean,
you were going to say George Orwell.
It sounded like Orwell.
Yeah. That's Donald Trump's new name, George Orwell, since he is man whore. But NPR tweeted a coalition of news organizations said in a court filing that video exhibits from January 6th riot case had disappeared from a government platform that provided access to evidence used in court. I mean, they're just trying to erase stuff we saw on video. It's like, oh, no, that didn't happen. We don't have the video anymore.
I really hope there's someone making copies of all this stuff because one day he is going to be gone. He's going to be gone, and the American people, sometimes it's just nice to have some closure and to show the American people, listen, you were being gaslit. You're not crazy. Even if we can't change it, it would be nice if that stuff was actually maintained.
Yeah. I mean, and by the way, he has to lie about everything. He said he was unanimously elected to chair the Kennedy Center. He was not unanimously elected. Multiple board members either voted against him or abstained. He has to lie about stuff that he doesn't even need to lie about, right?
Absolutely. Oh, he can't. He can't admit that anyone is against him ever. And it's the messaging. It's the messaging just to make his cult go, oh, okay, everyone loves him. Everyone loves him. I'll continue loving him. Yeah. It's really sad.
Well, it's like we were talking about how North Korea was that Fox put canned applause over the boos at the Super Bowl. And if you saw the raw footage of people that were there, right, it was massive booing. But that's exactly what they do in North Korea.
Yeah, absolutely. It's state-run media. They can do whatever they want with it. It's gross.
Oh, like for instance, the fembot, Caroline. What's her name? Caroline Levitt. Yes, the 27-year-old press bauble. Here we go.
The president feels it would be much better and more majestic if these Palestinians could be moved to safer areas. I would just add to that the president remains wholeheartedly committed to seeing peace in the Middle East. And our Arab partners in the region have been tasked with coming up with a peace plan to present to the president. That is ongoing. King Abdullah mentioned that yesterday.
You see how it is?
Majestic.
War is peace. Up is down. It's majestic.
What?
Ethnic cleansing is majestic now. Okay, but wait, there's more. It's not a constitutional crisis.
I would like to address an extremely dishonest narrative that we've seen emerging over the past few days. Many outlets in this room have been fear-mongering the American people into believing there is a constitutional crisis taking place here at the White House. I've been hearing those words a lot lately. But in fact, the real constitutional crisis is taking place within our judicial branch, where district court judges in liberal districts across the country are abusing their power to unilaterally block President Trump's basic executive authority.
Be gone. You have no power here, judges. Okay, hang on. The fembot's not done.
We believe these judges are acting as judicial activists rather than honest arbiters of the law. And they have issued at least 12 injunctions against this administration in the past 14 days, often without citing any evidence or grounds for their lawsuits.
Not true.
This is part of a larger concerted effort by Democrat activists and nothing more than the continuation of the weaponization of justice against President Trump.
Dana, your thoughts?
Oh, I am my blood is boiling. I want to scream so many profanities right now. You don't want my thoughts.
I mean, I don't. Okay, can I just say I did? Who woke Chuck Grassley up? Senator Grassley. What is he? 93. He says Donald Trump is not following the law. Wait, what?
What?
Republican said he was talking about the abrupt firings of watchdogs in charge of, the inspectors general.
Right.
Right. They're the ones actually supposed to root out fraud
Inspecting.
and abasing, not Elon Musk.
They generally inspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He was talking about, he said, I'd like to alert to the president to the fact that he can abide by the law and still get rid of the people he wants to get rid of. He can put them on administrative leave for 30 days and send us a letter. Asked by HuffPost if he planned to alert Trump himself, Grassley said, I just did by talking to you.
What?
He was just in
Wow.
Mar-a-Lago over the weekend, so he
Right.
could have mentioned, by the way, that's
They're
the
so
thing.
scared of him.
Right.
Oh my
That's the thing, saying the president can follow the law and still do his plans. You can also stonewall votes and actually have
Right.
a spine. I'm so tired of these old men like him and Mitch McConnell on their way out, whether from life or the Senate, we don't know.
Right.
All of a sudden finding their spine. Like, he could stop voting and say, President Trump, I want to support you, but you need to follow the law. As soon as you do that, of course I'm going to go ahead and put your Senate picks through.
Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, this law was written when he was in
Grade school?
yes. No, he was riding a dinosaur when this law
Okay,
was.
got it.
Yeah. Boy. Okay. Speaking of the rule of law, Dana, here we go, right? Like Eric Adams goes and sucks up and just they're like, and by the way, nothing cited, like just drop it. There was nothing, no rule of law, nothing to do with just he sucked up to him. He's probably going to, become a Republican now. And this one, the DOJ drops criminal probe into Vince McMahon, husband of cabinet nominee Linda McMahon. Federal prosecutors in Manhattan have dropped a criminal probe that focused on whether Vince McMahon tried to cover up multiple allegations of sexual misconduct. He is a longtime Trump supporter. Linda McMahon, his wife, faces confirmation. I don't understand what the point of her having a confirmation for a department that they're about to destroy, but okay. Would you like to be the head of nothing in a couple few days? Yes, I would like
Yes,
to.
she just would love the title. She'll have the title, and then she'll take credit for getting rid of the department.
Right.
She's
But this-
pointed to
this
it
is-
and
And
be like,
she'll
I
still
did this.
she'll still take her salary too.
And it's not just prosecuting people on no evidence. It's going to be that. It's going to be letting off guilty people just because they're Trump supporters. Like, we have made this, as I said, a completely lawless country. And with the moves yesterday to basically hand Ukraine to Putin, just a lawless world. It's like, nope, you can just take, depends on, if you have the power, you can just take countries if you want to. I mean,
Yeah.
this is where we are.
And there's so many people in the government right now, they're going to carry this on long after his bloated orange puffy body's gone. I tell you what, one thing, I know you were watching going, are we going to have to dump this? One thing that made me laugh, I didn't watch the interview with Fox News before the Super Bowl, but apparently they asked about J.D. Vance being his predecessor,
He's
and
like,
Trump
"Nah."
didn't even think about it. He goes, no.
When do people
because-
learn there's no loyalty? He's like, man, there's lots of good people.
Yeah, because they don't need him. It's the Heritage Foundation.
But here we are. Speaking of the inspector generals, 8 inspectors generals have sued Trump for illegal firing. I mean, again, to Chuck Grassley's point, I never thought I'd start a sentence with that. There's, the president unfortunately does have massive powers, but there are legal ways to do it. He is doing everything illegally for a reason, because who's going to effing stop him? That's
exactly what
his
it
point
is, because the Supreme Court gave him immunity. And so in Trump's brain, he's like, I don't have to follow that directive from the judge. I am acting in the power of the presidency.
Right.
That's why he's not abiding by any of these things, because
Right.
he thinks he's got immunity if it were to go to the Supreme Court.
The inspectors general said the reported firings violated unambiguous federal statutes, each enacted by bipartisan majorities in Congress, signed into law by the president to protect inspectors general from precisely this sort of interference with the discharge of their critical nonpartisan duties. Okay. Oh, this one real quick. How much you want to bet this is going to happen? An accused January 6th rioter who allegedly threatened lawmakers and showed up to Barack Obama's home in Washington, D.C. in 2023, toting guns, ammunition, and supplies for an explosive device, wants his criminal charges for those incidents dropped, saying Trump's executive order pardoning Capitol attackers covers conduct related to 2021 insurrection, which he claims this was. So, I mean, all bets are off. If they just go, yep, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I don't even have a comment on that. What do we do? All bets are off if they can just be like, oh, this was related to this.
This was just my point, is to just pelt you with bad news and
Right.
not even just stun you into submission.
Thank you.
Not even
That's
expect
exactly
a
what's
response.
happening. Do you have a comment on this, Dana? No, I don't. I just want to go cry and I want to go back to bed. It's raining in Los Angeles and you are bringing me no sunshine.
I'm shooting you with Nerf dart after Nerf news dart and just stunning
right
you.
in my eyes.
Sorry. This is how stupid our timeline is. High-flow toilets and incandescent light bulbs can make a comeback as Trump works to end previous environmental standards. This was the high-efficiency toilet standards were first set in 1992 under President George H.W. Bush. It's this stupid thing he said over and over. People have to flush the toilet 10 times, 15 times. Do you know any person that has to...
Oh, hey there, it's Stephanie Miller. If you're like me and you love sharp political insight, pointy, you like it pointy and sharp, bold opinions, and a touch of humor to make sense of these crazy times, have I got some fantastic news for you. The Political Voices Network is now on Substack. This is your new go-to for the best in independent media. We're talking about my show streaming daily with episodes on demand, the fearless of journalism of Brian Karem, the brilliant side-splitting satire of John Fugelsang, the unrelenting working class advocacy of Rick Smith, and so much more. Here's the best part. Subscribing is so easy. You can join for free or go to the extra mile. Support these incredible independent voices by signing up for a full subscription starting at just $8. You'll get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes insights, and a chance to directly fuel fearless, unfiltered media. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to politicalvoicesnetwork.com. Hit that subscribe button and become part of the movement keeping truth alive in an era of corporate media overload. Every subscription helps, especially yours. One more time, that is politicalvoicesnetwork.com. Sign up now. Do it.